So I've been away at home for the past week. I haven't had a chance to go to the cinema or watch any real recent films, but there's been a bit of a phenomenon going on recently with a little known indie flick you may have heard of called a Minecraft movie. Now the film stars Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Danielle Brooks. There's no point in explaining it to you. Everyone knows about it by now. The film is going on to make a lot of money. Probably going to cross $1 billion very shortly. Is that a good thing? Originally, I did kind of sit and say, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go and see this film. I'm not going to invest my time or my money and vote with my wallet so that they make 1 million more of these in the future. And then the chaos began. And by the chaos, I mean my oldest friend kind of begged me to go and see it. So we decided, yeah, sure, we go and see it. And then we started Minecraft World. It was pretty fun. But there was another chaos that had began with this movie. And it goes by 2 words. 2 very simple words that to a normal human being may mean nothing. But to a cinema worker, it might be the 2 most frightening words you ever heard in your fucking life. And those words are chicken jockey. Now, obviously, Minecraft was this phenomenon when it came out. I mean, it kind of is the most successful game of all time. Mario's up there, and Fortnite's definitely giving it a run for its money as well. But when Minecraft came out, it was like nothing that had ever happened before. It dominated the 2010s, from its beta to its alpha to its actual release, to the later years where it had like a resurgence with Minecraft YouTubers. But like many people that grew up in the 2000s and 2010s, I was obsessed with the game. Like many other people my age as well, who were on YouTube at far too young an age, I was creating videos of the game for this channel. I don't think any of them exist anymore. They weren't great. It was literally me recording the screen with my phone. But here's one clip of my friend dying.
Oh, watch out.
I loved the game, and of course I grew out of it as I got older, but occasionally I do go back to it like everyone. When this movie was released all the way back in like 2014, I was so excited, I couldn't wait. And of course, as time goes on, I realized that it was probably gonna suck. The original concepts of this by the guy that made It's Always Sunny probably would have been better than this. It was meant to be fully animated, but of course, we didn't get that. Instead, we got this shitfest.
I'm Steve.
It is no surprise to anyone that I hate this movie. I think it's slop. And quite frankly, if we just committed to the idea of not watching things that we hate, there would not be this much conversation around it. I probably wouldn't be speaking about it right now. Some quick notes on the film. I think some of the humor is actually kind of funny. The stuff that I found the funniest was the stuff that had nothing to do with the games. I like all the stuff in the real world. Some of the Jason Momoa stuff gave me a little giggle. And of course, I like Jennifer Coolidge a little bit as well for stuff like The White Lotus. So I think she actually fits in quite well here for a little side plot with the villager. But all in all, it's such a shitty, generic, corporate film about something that used to be really popular. They have some understandings of the simple nature of the game, but for the most part, they kind of just go off in their own direction, neglecting stuff that, you know, makes the game what the game is. You have a wide range of creatures and mobs and animals in Minecraft, but they kind of go through the main circle of, this is a creeper, this is a skeleton, this is a zombie. Okay, moving on. Here's a bunch of different variations of a pig creature that aren't even in the game, because we are bankrupt on our creativity, which is also insanely ironic when you consider the fact that the game kind of pushes you to be as creative as possible, and then they make a film that is so basic and boring. It reminds me of the Mario movie so much, and I can't really decide which of them I hate more. It's not a competition, they both suck. Now when the trailers came out and they started releasing more and more stuff, there was all these funny little clips from it of Jack Black saying the names of items and mobs and shit from the game, but over-exaggerated.
Crafting table.
Overworld.
Ender pearl. Minecraft. Flint and steel. The nether.
Elytra wingsuit. Chicken jockey.
And once people got hold of that, they wouldn't let it fucking go and die. The film that was projected to be a major loss for Warner Brothers, and kind of another nail to the coffin for them, actually backfired on anyone that actually cares about going to the cinema and enjoys movies and has become incredibly successful. The film's on track to make a lot of money. It overtook Barbie as one of their biggest openings, which is crazy. I had my friend tell me, oh yeah, but Barbie was kind of the same. Don't even think about comparing the two. But the big issue is all of these little cretins going to the cinema and absolutely going out of control. I understand some funny stuff of like, you know, the chicken jockey thing, people thought it was hilarious, and shouting that out at the same time as Steve. I think it's kind of cute. It's cool. It's funny. I have no real real issue with that. But it's when people go on to do this for the entirety of the film, throw popcorn and soda everywhere, and make a fucking state of the cinema.
The Township Theater in Bergen County writing in a statement that a group of boys engaged in completely unacceptable behavior, including vandalism. They also received multiple complaints from other moviegoers who were trying to enjoy the film with their families.
Is where it's like, where are the parents of these children who clearly have no understanding of anyone around them, or the fact that, you know, people have to come and clean this up? Oh, but it's their job. Yeah, but their job isn't to clean up your shit. Just because maybe someone's job is to clean up the theaters a little bit doesn't mean you have to make it the biggest mess in the world for them to clean up. It's just embarrassing as a human being, really. Same goes for people filming stuff in the cinema and stuff like that. I've spoke about that before. Just irritating. It's wild as well, because a cinema chain in the UK, Cineworld, has actually introduced these chicken jockey screenings as their own thing. Although in their rules they say no throwing stuff, no recording, as if people are gonna listen to that. You've given them too much free range already, you fools. They're gonna absolutely destroy your fucking cinema and tear it to shreds. I guess the only thing I'm thinking about now is cinema etiquette is continuously dying. It's been a big subject for a lot of people on the film side of YouTube and Twitter have been talking about this for ages, just how no one really has any respect for going to the movies anymore and enjoying a film as a theater. I think back to seeing Avengers Endgame at midnight, or even Spider-Man No Way Home, and people were gasping and chanting. That's completely fine. I'm not expecting the cinema to be completely silent. You're always gonna have people making noise eating or stuff like that. But when you take it this far, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And honestly, you might as well just stay at home. I guess my big thing is support independent cinemas. At least people going there to go see like an international film or something, they're there because they want to see the movie. They're not there to fucking make a mess and cause a scene. They're there because they enjoy cinema and they like films, and they're not little cretins like a large majority of the people going to see this movie. I'd also like to say that my screening was completely empty and no one was doing any of that stuff. I don't know, maybe the hype's died down. This sucks, man. Anyway, that's my video on all of this horrible stuff going on. There's obviously bigger issues in the world, but you know, I talk about films on here, man. I gotta talk about this because it really just is doing my head in. Also, side note, I released a little project last week, something I made with all my friends. If you have any interest in the stuff I make, then, you know, check it out. If not, then that's completely fine. If you're just here for the film criticism and stuff, I get it. That's okay. I'm not gonna be insulted. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.